Yeah, we understand. Yeah, that's a lot of work ahead of this great administration, including FBI and the law enforcement agency. And NFSC is here, and we're ready to help the American people to unveil the truth and to shed the lights on the degree and the extent how bad the infiltration is in the United States and holding those bad actors accountable. So my last question for you, we've recently noticed some very welcoming trends on social media. We notice more and more Americans and who started paying attention to Miles Guo's case. And even some of the things that they posted, they draw a parallel between Trump's lawfare and Miles Guo's lawfare. And we saw a fantastic level of engagement between Americans and with the NFSC communities. Okay, so I just give you an example. One X account, he made a post, and I don't know he or she, but it mentioned that her or his followers increased by over 1,000 followers just in one day. And he or she just realized that this movement is so powerful. So my question is, I wanted to ask your comment and your reaction to this, what I would refer as a convergence of Lao Baixing, whether it's Chinese or whether it's American Lao Baixing, in this people's war that CCP waged against us.
I think it's going to be huge. And I think it's one of the reasons that Miles is considered a hero by so many of us. If you go to the War Room Posse, they love Miles Guo, and they think there's something that was lawfare just like used against Trump. They don't know all the details, right, of Miles's case because it's very complicated to follow. But yes. Miles has, the War Room Posse is, in the War Room show is one of the biggest shows on all television. Our audience 100% revere Miles Guo because Miles came on the show for years and years and years, and everything he said about the Chinese Communist Party became true. And remember, in the show itself, we still play Miles' song, Take Down the CCP.
Yes.
And every time we go to a conference, every time we go to a convention, that's one of the songs we play publicly, and all people know the words. Little children will come up and sing it, or dance to it. Miles is a folk hero here, and I think that's why people are so intensely following the trial and what happens to Miles. But, one of the things that Miles told people is that only Lao Baixing can take down the CCP. And the CCP treats the Lao Baixing like a group of slaves. They also try to buy off, other elites throughout the world. And they're deeply infiltrated here in the United States. And I think that's one of the things we're going to have to deal with. You could see it, the corrupt Southern District of New York. And think how President Trump, since he's taken over, the issues we've seen in the Southern District of New York with Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, not handing over the Epstein files. Right, so this is the corruption of the SDNY. They're firing people there. They're getting rid of it. I believe we're going to find out a lot about the prosecutorial team against Miles Guo, and I think that's all going to be in the future. But I have a high level of confidence that Pam Bondi, who I know very well personally, and Cash, who's a very dear friend, is going to get to the bottom of a lot of infiltration of the Chinese Communist Party into the highest levels of the American government, the highest levels of American society, the highest levels of American finance, the technology, corporations, universities, all of it. Because as Miles told us, for the last 20 or 30 years, ever since the Clintons, right, they've had an active program to infiltrate the highest levels of American society.
Yes. Yeah, that's absolutely, because I know the deputy DOJ is also in place, Tom Blanchard. If I say his last name correctly. I think so. We're looking forward, to the weeks and months ahead in terms of what's going to happen at the SDNY. So all eyes on them. So thank you so much, Steve. And Roy, do you have another question, or we're wrapping up?
Yeah, let's wrap up. Thank you so much, Steve, for
guys. Thank you so much. I love the channel. I really love. I was telling Forrest the other day, you guys have done such an extraordinary job on the daily news that comes up on Getter. Is some of the best news I see in the world. It's as good as the Financial Times, New York Times, or the Wall Street Journal. It's just extraordinary. So keep up the good work, guys.
Absolutely. Well, have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Take down the CCP.
Take down the CCP.
Free Miles Guo.
Free Miles Guo.
Thank
you.
Steve
K. Bannon, the co-founder of New Federation China. Thank you so much.
Yes, and if you have not subscribed to the daily news on Getter, please do so. As you heard the comments Mr. Bannon left regarding on the media information that we push out on Getter. So please do subscribe to NFSC Speaks account on Getter and on X as well. And we will be here every Friday with the Friday NFSC special with our special guest, Stephen K. Bannon. We will see you next Friday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Sign up for free and be part of the movement.
It isn't just an app. It isn't just a social media platform. It's a community.
Download Getter right now.